Hello Internet! Shout is here, and it's time for another episode of ShoutStone. I am bringing you another Shoutcast from the Hearthstone beta, once again from our good buddy Trump. This is just going to be another random Trump game, not part of the Arena Time series, which is currently Total Biscuits area. But we'll keep flipping back and forth between the two, and hopefully some different things, as more people will send me more games. I need more games, so tell your friends, anybody who's in the Hearthstone beta, I need games. But let's get into action right now. It is Anduin versus Garrosh. Trump playing the part of Anduin the priest, Doomtop playing the part of Garrosh the warrior. So, yeah, that's all I gotta say. It's late, I just got out of work, but I'm here to record another Shoutcast for you fine folks. Because, you know, why not, right? It's good, clean fun. Or at least it's fun. I don't know if it's necessarily good. Not much to say there. But anyway, things starting off a little quiet. Worgen to hit the field early just to kick things off. My cat a little crazy right now. No decisions being made by the warrior. So he drops that Sun Fury Protector on the field. That's going to give that Infiltrator taunt, which will at least let it absorb one strike, depending on what Garrosh wants to put on the field. Doomtop clearly a bit of a slow player, but you know, such is life. Sometimes that's what you encounter. Not the kind of player that wants to be matched up against Trump in any sense of the word. Does a good job of taking out the Worgen, but quick trade, quick self-heal, and the turn is passed yet again. So, Trump doing a good job early here of just keeping the opponent's side of the field clear. He hasn't really had much to deal with, but at least he's keeping it clear, doing a little bit of damage here and there. And forcing the decision back on his opponent. Alright, Doomtop playing the coin. He will deliver a 4-drop Korkron Elite, which will take out the Sun Fury Protector. But we'll have to see if it survives much longer. Smite is an option, but that would have to be it, because he doesn't have any other 3-drop cards. So instead, he might want to throw a minion up there just to make things interesting. He's going to drop the Engineer, spawn a Dragonling, Mechanical Dragonling. Rothy Weaponsmith now going to give a quick weapon here. He looks like is he gonna make the trade, or is he gonna just bypass the hero? Now, these are the kind of decisions you have to make on a regular basis in this type of game, because you don't know if you really want to sacrifice that minion or start doing damage to the hero. Now, it's kind of early, and you don't want the other side of the field to get too out of hand. So, I think that was actually a smart play. Clear the field, worry about doing damage to the hero later when you start to have a little more established field. And plus a little more mana in your pool helps too. Light Spawn coming out to respond to the Weaponsmith. Spellbreaker will shut down the Light Spawn, rendering it basically worthless. So a good Spellbreaker silence there. Has to play that minion despite the fact that it doesn't really do much benefit in terms of weaponry because it's a priest deck, but it is still a pretty solid 4/6 for 5 mana. So he's getting some offensive minions on the field with a slightly larger health pool, so if he does want to take it out, he would have to trade both minions or eat 4 damage. He could also pop his hero power to mitigate a couple points of that, which could make it a worthwhile trade. So we will attack him with a Spellbreaker. And I'm gonna play Battle Rage for just to get the cards, I guess. Play Frothing Berserker, and he will just take the damage, all 4 of it. But it will be enough to kill the minion off. So, now Trump has to decide, or find a way, to hold down this threat. I'm going to use the Dark Iron Dwarf to give his Light Spawn a little bit of attack. Hesitating a bit, but he will take out a couple points of damage there, and play the Smite to deal a few points of damage. So, quick heal on the Light Spawn to get it back up to 2-4, at least making it some form of a reasonable minion again. Wasn't really doing too well as a 0-5, so at least it's got something going for it now. Light Spawn is just one of those great cards in a priest deck that you can combo off of things like Power Word Shield and other bonus health cards. I'm going to play Heroic Strike and use that to take out the Light Spawn. Interesting choice that he wouldn't take out the Dark Iron Dwarf, which could potentially deal more damage. That's a very interesting choice, as a matter of fact. Going to use that to start clearing the field out. And the Venture Company Mercenary coming in a little early than you would normally see it, but it really depends on the options that are available in this priest player's deck. Depends on what he has for spells, what he has for other minions. Obviously, if it's not a very minion-heavy deck, then this is probably a good point to play it. If it is a minion-heavy deck, then he may have hamstrung himself a little bit in terms of having that increased minion cost that comes with playing the Venture Company Mercenary. But I think that's where he's stuck now, is kind of evaluating what is the best, most worthwhile play to make. Now he could take out the cat, being annoying. But and he could focus down the Dark Iron Dwarf, and he will do that. Knock down to 2 HP. And Lorewalker Cho going to come out and play Shield Block to equip 5 armor. So that's going to put him at 25 hit points. And he actually gave that shield block to Trump because, yeah, I don't think that worked out quite the way the warrior player intended. You usually play your spells before you play your minion that gives you spells. And now things are certainly looking more and more in the in the favor of our priest player, Trump. So he has that shield block spell now in his hand. Can play that if he chooses to. Probably won't need to. But he has that option now. He did manage to take out Lorewalker Cho before it could do anything of any benefit for Doomtop. And he cleared the field. So now he's got a couple of 6 damage minions out there. One that's 6/9 because of that health buff. Another Arathi Weaponsmith. And Spellbreaker to silence the bonus health effect. So, I mean, okay. It's not a terrible play, but it's, you know, it's something. Probably could have saved it for something a little more useful as far as silence goes. But who knows what options he had. Looks like we're just going to get more minion clearing, more removal play, quick heal, and a Fen Creeper. And he did play that shield wall, or shield block. So, a priest with armor. That should be the title of this game. A priest with armor. You don't see that very often, but when you play your cards out of order, a priest ends up with armor sometimes. Let that be a lesson. Rule number 57. Don't play your cards out of order, or a priest gets armor. So, doomtop, another spellbreaker. So, burning all of his spellbreakers, or most of them at least. That's the third spellbreaker we've seen so far. But this is an arena deck, so God only knows how many spellbreakers he has. And heroic strike again. Is he gonna take out the Fen Creeper with that? Seems kind of silly. Yeah, alright, there we go. He's gonna take out one of the appropriate minions, one of the six damage ones. Only took 1 point of damage due to his shield block. Pops his hero power, plays it. Whoa, excuse me, plays an Amani Berserker. Now let's see. Gonna dump Power Word Shield? Is he? Both those minions are silenced, but they don't really do anything. I mean, the taunt is obviously gone off the Fen Creeper. But he's gonna get Power Word Shield anyway. And he will play the Stormwind Champion. So it's getting to that point where the heavy-duty cards are starting to hit the field. And Trump going to do a good job here of keeping things clear. Is he going to play it to clear that guy out? No, instead he's going to start attacking the hero. And heal it back up a bit. So that way, I think he's basically left the options that regardless of what the Berserker attacks, it's going to die. And it's not actually going to take anything out. So, he's kind of in a bind with that Berserker at this point. And it's time to start dealing some serious damage to this hero. And methinks, and no, Garrosh will resign, will concede this game, because he just knows there ain't nothing you can do to stop a priest with armor. That's going to do it for this episode of Shoutstone. I'll be back tomorrow with the next episode of Arena Time, just like I'll be back every single day with more and more Arena Time. I'm also going to be playing WWE 2K14 tomorrow, after and before work. So I should probably record this episode maybe tonight for tomorrow. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget you can find me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are in the description below. You can also subscribe to this channel for daily Hearthstone updates. Like the video, comment, and I will see you all next time.